Welcome back to me. I'm going to play chess, and I'm streaming it because I always stream when I play chess. If I'm not if I'm not streaming it, I'm not playing it. So I'm going to go and do chess puzzles. Of course, the goal remains same as it ever was, same as it ever was. The goal remains the same for my stream to be seen by a person who cares one day. Um, could be long after I stop streaming, but I won't give up. I'm going to absolutely, by all means available to me, um, just keep doing this thing. So the only question I have is whether the king being on this square is better for me before I push the pawn, and it's not, from my knowledge of chess. So let's just I'll do the calculation. So if I push the pawn, it doesn't matter if he takes or pushes. I wind up going there either way because he pushes, I push. He takes, I take. Then if he goes down there, I just go there. So either way, it's the same thing. So I just have to do the math here, or the calculation. So I take, he takes, I take, he takes. I push. Ah. He goes back. I push. He goes there. I push. He goes there. I push. So I easily make it. Oh, okay. I don't easily make it. What? Oh, what? I have absolutely no idea what this is then. What? I have made every move. I've made every move. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Okay, wait, so let me figure that out again. Wait, so why did I have to play this move? Wait, okay, well, okay, let me do the puzzle. What? But that's the same thing. How is that not the same thing? How is that different? It's not going to tell me. That's the most annoying part. Because if I do this, then, oh, it does work. Okay. Oh, because then he can play that. I will admit that I didn't look at that because, yeah, that was just me doing my first puzzle of the day. That's definitely 100% me. Okay, so this looks very similar to many puzzles I've had before where you can trap a queen with this move. I can't do it right now, but I'm wondering. Obviously, I can't play this move because he can simply take. And right now, he's going to take that anyways. So the two ways that I can defend it are either by, it looks like I take here, or maybe not. If I take there and he takes back, I have this check. It doesn't do anything, except it does, because if he goes there, I actually might want to take with this first, but probably probably not. I'm guessing I take, and then he can't take the knight. He has to take back. Then I check, and if he blocks, then I take, or I, or I take. Otherwise, if he moves back, no, that doesn't. It actually doesn't matter. Never mind. I was gonna say it mattered because I'd be able to play this move, and then I would have like, yeah, okay, okay, not good. Except, okay, now I'm seeing something. Okay, it just took me a second. No, I actually don't see it. Never mind. I was gonna say that I was going to take with check, because after taking with check, then this bishop would control that square. But that actually does not matter now that I'm looking at it. So I'm not sure which one I want to do first. Take or take the rook, and I'm not sure why. So let me look at this for another like 20 seconds. I don't see any good that this does. I'm wondering if I could take this with check somehow, and then it would be like I would win the queen. But that as well does not work. So, yeah. So I take, he takes. I don't love that because then I can't. But wait, then if I take again, then he has to take with, then he could take with that. And then I would, that looks good. I think I trade off both squares, or both, yeah, I think this is right. And then he has to either take with the king, and then I can go, then I could either go there, when that doesn't work, or I could just go here. That doesn't work because of the knight as well. So far I have absolutely no idea what I'm supposed to do here. And I'm, for some reason, not seeing it. I'm now thinking I should just take there, he takes back, or if he takes here, then yeah, then what do I do? Then I go, then I'm going to lose a piece if I do that. I'm going to lose a piece if I take first. Because if I take, he takes, and I'll lose my queen unless I take back. If I take back, wait, I take back with the queen. Then he takes there. But then I would have a checkmate in 2. 1, 2. So for that reason, I'm going to guess that this is the answer. I'm just going to, I just did that with that calculation. All right, well, I'm glad I did that calculation. All right, so now I have to decide if I'm going to approach this the same way or different than before, than I was suggesting. If I go here to threaten the queen, he can just take, and I don't see what good it does. My idea was to take, he takes, and then I take again. But no, that seems to make less sense than the check. But why am I checking? What's the purpose of the check? I check. Oh, because I have a checkmate in 2, don't I? Yeah? Then I'll have a checkmate in 2. Yeah, I think. Right? Okay, so I don't because he did that. But now I can go here. And then if he goes there, then I win the queen. So that's pretty cool. Yeah? All right, good. What? Oh, of course. Because I could have won his queen. Would that have been game winning? Absolutely. But checkmate is better. What? What are we doing here? What? How is that wrong? I have no idea how that's wrong. How is that wrong? Now I go, what? Now I go here? Because I go for the checkmate? So my idea seemed pretty good, I have to say. But let's just take a look at this. Well, now I can go there. So okay, I do it. Okay, I will admit that that's probably wrong. Okay, all right, that sucks. That was a very complicated puzzle, and I didn't get it right. So now the first thing I'm seeing when I look at this puzzle is that I'll probably be able to win this rook through a series of checks. And I just have to find out which series of checks. So it shouldn't be too difficult. If I check here first, I believe that that will prevent me from winning the rook, so I don't want to do that. If I check here, then he can't go there, or else these two rooks connect. So that check is looking good. I just have to look at where else he can go. So he's going to be able to go to the back row, in which case I would win the rook as well, which only leaves him with this, and this. So those are the two checks I have to look at. This check, I can bounce him away. And if he goes to that one, I win the rook anyways. So this is the correct move. All right, so this one was not as bad. I just have to make sure that I'm right and that this will indeed win the rook. Otherwise, do I have this move as well? No, because I'm pinned. So that's important. That's always so important to note. All right, so if I go here, he can, but then he'd be able to go there. Am I just trying to win his pawn? Is that wait, let me keep doing this. Okay, so I go there, and then he goes there. And then it definitely looks like that's the end of it for me. Because if I check here, oh yeah, that does work, I think. Yeah, that seems to work. Okay, so just double checking my math once again. So now if he takes the pawn, that's good because I win the rook. If I go to this square, he can't go to that one. But I am noticing that he could go there. So maybe I actually want to check here, because then if I check here, no, that's wrong too. Because if I check here, then he can go, no, then he can't, wait, if I check here, he can't block. He can't go up. Yeah, this is right. I'm just 100% checking it. This is right. Okay, I finally got it. So as I said, that was a very difficult series of moves to play. But in the end, how did I do? Well, I succeeded in a puzzle that was rated 2302. It's been played 5,000 times. Best move for white. Okay, so now I'm looking at the white pieces, and the first thing I'm noticing is that if I push this pawn, even if he does take that, I will be able to queen, or even better yet, queen with check. He has to take, I take back, and I win a new queen. So what stops me from doing this? Well, it would have to be some kind of intermezzo move, such as I'm noticing that if I push, he can simply take my pawn. That's bad. So my initial idea would be very simple, which would be to take here with the idea of then playing this move. What would stop me from doing this? Well, what would stop me from doing that would be the idea of the king playing this move. However, I'm looking, I take, he goes there. I go there. He takes. I take. He goes up. Is that winning? I have a rook and he doesn't in that case. So I would have to say yes. That would have to be winning. Okay, so once again, am I correct, or would I be better off doing something like playing this move, which would protect the pawn? He wouldn't be able to go there. That might be right, because then I can push. But when I push, he can take. So even if I go here, even though the king can't do anything and he would go down or something like that, then when I push the pawn, he takes. So I don't want to do that, I don't think. I think that the better move is this. All right, and that was the better move. And as you see, oh, it doesn't even want me to take. It just wants me to go here. Then he starts pushing pawns, and it's not going to be the rook that wins me the game. It's going to be the king, just in time. I can even insert that move and let him queen, because I have a, yeah, cool. All right, I love it. I'm back to 2300, and now this puzzle looks like the kind of puzzle that I can do. Usually I can get these. They're pretty good puzzles. So the first thing I'm noticing is that he does have this check. Do I care about that? Probably not, because this is the move I want to play, going for almost a checkmate in 2. Actually, I would be going at the queen more importantly. So if I play this move, it's actually very complicated, because if he takes there, and if I take back, then he can go there, and that's really bad. So I would have to take with this. Then he would have this move. So this is wrong. This move that I have is wrong. That's a wrong move. All right. So what is the right move, though? Because I don't have any like really cool ideas like taking here. Nothing like that. I might have some idea of doing this with the idea of then pinning him. However, I also don't see that. I do want to go back to this move, except that it's just this check that makes it impossible. I can't, that check is not, I can't do that. And if I go here, I don't have any other actual threat. So, this move then comes to mind. However, once again, he takes, it's very difficult. Okay, it's actually very difficult. I also, no, I mean, I don't really see much better than that. Okay, so, yeah. So after this, he takes, I go here. No, I can't go there. I would have to take with that. So this seems to be a big problem, these pawns. Could I go here? Could I go here? It seems ridiculous, but I'm not sure that it is. Because then if he takes, I take back. And everything's okay. And where can his queen go? Well, his queen can go to that square, which almost makes me want to play a move like this, except he still has this check. So let's continue looking at this. So if I go to this square, then that check doesn't matter. And his queen could go to this square. It could go to that square. And it could go to that square, as well as this one. Well, no, wait. If it goes there. But then what's the follow-up? I mean, I'm just trying to not lose the game at this point, it seems, yeah? And I don't have any immediate checks. So, I mean, I would be able to take this with check, and then he would go here, here, or here. And then I do have this move for these two. And no, this might be right. I'm going to go for this. It seems like maybe not the best move that I can play, but I don't see how I deal with this check, and I don't want to keep doing this. I just don't want to keep doing this. That was wrong. And I'm not surprised that was wrong. Okay. So this first move that I looked at was actually right. So is it okay? Oh, I can just move to that square. I actually didn't consider that. That's very interesting. All right, so I should have spent way less time doing that puzzle. Now, the first thing that I notice is that I know exactly how I know exactly how to do this puzzle. And that makes me really happy. I can go to this square, and then I can play this move after playing that move. So I go to this square. And then if he goes there, oh, that doesn't wait. Then I can't play that move. And I want to play that move. That's the whole point, is I want to play that move. So I go to this square, I believe. Otherwise, if I go to the, oh wait, if I go to this square, he goes there, I go here, and then I play that. So what's the difference? I guess the difference would be that if I played this move, well, I don't know what the difference is. Let's see, the difference might be that, no, I don't know what the difference is. I mean, I'll probably just go to this square, then he'll go there, and then I'll go here, and then he can't do anything. So I'm probably just going to do that. Yeah, I'll probably just do that. That was wrong. Okay. And it was this move. Okay, and it was, I thought I went to have I not gone to every square? This is a move? What? Because now I can play there? Oh, I don't think I would have taken me about a half hour to think about that. That's probably one of the reasons that my puzzle rating is as low as it is. Even though it's not low, it's not as high as it should be, because I just don't want to take that much time to do puzzles. I find that very impossible to tolerate. All right, so the first thing I'm noticing when I look at this puzzle is that if I play this move, I am threatening this with a checkmate if he were to move the rook, but he doesn't even have to do that. So I'm wondering to myself, why? Why am I doing this? Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think I want to move this rook because it protects the pawn. However, this is pinned, so it does make sense. Also, if I were to line up two rooks on this file, then I would have this checkmate threat. So, yeah. He can always play that though. If I go here, he can play that, or he can play that. And no, he wouldn't want to do that. So okay, wait. So if I play this move, how do I get rid of that? Either of these? How do I get rid of either of those? And I don't see. I don't see. I have no idea. I'm wondering, what about playing? Is there any move that works here? So let's look at the idea of taking, which I don't think is a good idea. The idea with taking would be that when he takes back, I would be able to go and threaten this checkmate. But yeah, that's not, that's right now, that doesn't make any sense. So I'm not going to do that now. I guess I'm going to double up on this file right here. Why? Why am I doing this? Oh, well, so this is trapped. This is trapped because it can't go there, but it can go here and it can go there. So once again, what is the point? Oh, I have this move too. That's a better move probably. Yeah, that's probably a better move. I mean, is it though? Then if he takes there, then I go here and I win a piece. I don't see what else it would be. So once again, I simply don't want to do the calculation any further. I've been thinking about it too long. I do have one other idea that I will very briefly look at, which would be to play this to play this. And then I play that. Then he can go there though. And so then I'm wondering to myself, what would be the point of doing all of that? I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, great. So I'm just going to guess between two moves because I don't see the answer. Definitely not that. I'm tempted to go here, but then no, it doesn't. Why would I do that? I would go here for sure. Let's just go here and give up. All right, I lost. And it wasn't the other move, at least. And it's not that. So I don't really know what this is. It was the first move I looked at. Look at that. So the reason that I thought I was going to play this move first is because if I take there and he takes back there, then I win the game. However, that's not an actual thing here. So I don't get it. So I go here. No. I take. Why? No. Okay, good. Thank God. Okay, I have no idea what the answer is. Great. How do I not know what the answer is now? Shouldn't I know now? Yeah? No. Here? What's happening? Who's involved with this mess? I want to talk to the manager. Can I talk to the manager, please? I need a hint. Why? No, I don't need a hint. I don't need a hint. Now do I go here? Isn't that the idea that I said first? Wait, that is, isn't it? And now I go here and I'm going to checkmate him. Wasn't that exactly what I said at the beginning? Or maybe I didn't say that. Maybe I did. I'm going to do these faster because it seems like I'm actually better than I'm giving myself credit for, or else I don't understand anything. I don't understand life, Lisa. Okay, so I'm just going to go to I see the move, I play the move. This is the move I'm playing because I see it. It goes after these two pieces. And that was right. Great. All right, so now it's more a question of this. And I don't think it's a very difficult question because I take the queen. He takes mine. No, it is a difficult question. Because why? I don't need to lose my queen. There's no point. So what square am I moving it to? And why am I moving it there? I mean, no, I can't take there because then the queen takes. And if I take the queen, he takes mine, and then I take back here, then the king takes, and we both have a rook. I feel like I can do better than that. Maybe I can't. I would play that move like immediately if I was just like hanging out. But then he could play that. But then I could play that. So I'll play the first move that comes to mind, and if it's wrong, it's wrong. That was right. Wow. All right, cool. I got one right because I did it fast. All right, let's try doing it fast again. I like that. I would play this move immediately. But I actually don't see why, other than, well, okay, I kind of do see why, because either I get well, not quite a free rook, pretty close, or the king takes back, and then the idea would be probably to take here, and then he could take there, and then I would be taking, and then I would have to go, actually, that's not that good. A better move would be this with the queen. So maybe it's worth just like very, very shortly taking a moment to think about it. If I go here, then he could block with this. And then what would I do? And if I were to take here, well, that's not good either. I have a third move and a better one, I think, which is this move with the queen. Now I'm threatening a checkmate. So he would have to like take there, and then I would take there, and then he would take back with the queen. So what's the problem with that move? There isn't really a problem with it. I mean, there kind of is. There's also a very obvious idea of taking the pawn, because if he takes back, then I take here with the rook. I'm almost going. It's either I'm going to play this move. I don't know. I kind of want to play all three moves. Why wouldn't I take? I can take. Otherwise, he's going to do this. So why wouldn't I just do this? I don't see a reason why I wouldn't take. So I'm going to take. That's wrong. And it wasn't that. Or that. Or that. Wow. Okay. Look at that. Oh, I don't know what this is. No, I don't know what it is. I have no idea. Yes, I have no idea. That's right, I have no idea. Give me a hint. It is a queen move. That. Yes, that's very difficult to find. And so now this. Yeah, that's tough. That is tough. All right, I'm going to do one or two more. I'm not going to go so fast because I just don't want to. It's very annoying and I don't like it. So the first thing I'm going to do is think about playing this move. And then the second thing I'm going to do is note that going here would be met with that. So that move doesn't make a lot of sense to me, except, yeah, because then if he took, then I don't even have that move. So let me look at the check first. Always look at checks, captures, and threats by your opponent. So checks, this is the check. I looked at that check. And then there's also this check I can look at. If I go to the back row and he blocks, then then there's nothing. I don't see anything. Yeah, I don't see anything beyond that. If I go to this square to check and he blocks, then at least I have like, I don't know. I don't have anything after that. Oh yeah, I do, because that. Okay. So he would have to do that. And then but then I would have that. It would be checkmate. So this looks right. All right, great. Oh, it's not actually checkmate, but it's very close. So he has to move the queen back. Oh, I don't want to get this wrong. I just do not want to get this wrong. So, so I'm thinking about not playing either of those two moves. I'm thinking about playing this move. And then no matter what he does, I'll be able to, I'm not sure what would be better, this or this. But I'm gonna go with this rook move. I feel good about this. It's wrong. And it was that move the whole time. So why? Because now I win the rook. Come on, bro. That's a dumb puzzle. I'm sorry. That's a dumb puzzle. All right, great. So now the first thing I'm looking at doing is playing this move. He can't go to these squares, so if he pushes, I just have to do the math here. I take, he pushes, I take, he takes, I go there. I mean, this has to be right. Come on. Okay, great. So now I obviously take, because anything else I would definitely... Wait, no. I wouldn't obviously lose the game. I can play this move first. He can't go there, but he could go there. I still think I want to play this move first, because when I was looking at this, I noticed if takes, takes, and take, then he can go back here and I can't push the pawn. So I want to push the pawn first, right? He doesn't have like a move I'm not seeing. Wait, yeah, he does. He does have a move I'm not seeing. If I check, he can, no, he can't play that move. So he could play this move maybe. Otherwise, he would have to play this move or this move. Then I take, and then he takes. This is right. All right, I'm good enough at endgames to get that right. Okay, and now if I do anything other than taking this pawn, I lose the game. So I take the pawn. All right, so I'm going to do 2 more, and then I'm done. I'm actually kind of, that's pretty good. All right, so the first move I want to play is this. Wait, the first thing I want to do is take this. But then I'll lose the game, I'm guessing. I'm guessing I'll lose the game for the reason that he'll push the pawn. So I'm wondering, I feel like I should be able to do this. So if I go here instead, because he doesn't have any like checks, except he has that check. This prevents that check, which is good, and it allows me to play this move. And if I play this move with the knight, then I am going to take, well, no. Hang on. If I take and he pushes, is there a checkmate? Wait, I take, he pushes, then I go here, he takes there, and then I go down here. That seems fine. I'm going to take the rook. I can take a rook. Okay, so now the idea is check. This is right. It's obviously right. It's like super obvious. There's not a checkmate, so I just do this. All right, and now I go all the way down here. All right, great. All right, so last puzzle, or I hope it's the last. So the first thing I notice when I look at this puzzle is that I have to have a really good reason to not block with this. Because, oh wait, no, this is it's protected, never mind. So I have to have a really good reason not to block with this, because I can. I don't see one. Where is the, so I feel like I can trap the queen. I don't have a threat that I see that's super obvious. So if I were to go here, then the queen can't go to this square, that square. He could go there, but then I would win the queen with check and taking. So we can't go to that square. If he goes to, so he could go to this square, not that one, and not that one, and not that one. So he would have one move. And how would I deal with that one move? I'm noticing now that because he only has that one move, I think this would trap the queen if I move the king away. So now I'm going to have to do all these squares again, but I mean, this is a good idea. So let's say that I go here, he has no more checks. So if I go here, he has no more checks. Also, if I go here, I think it's the same thing. So I'm not sure, but let's just say I go there. Then what's his move? Then he would go, what would he even play here? What's he going for? He would play, I have no idea what he would play. He doesn't have any moves. He has no moves. I have no idea what he would play here. But okay, let's just say that he plays that move. Then I go here, and then but then he'd be able to block. So I'm gonna play this move. All right, great. Okay, so he went to the only square that he could go to, as was mentioned. Okay, so this is the only real threat he has. That's it. That's his only threat. So so my temptation is to, oh well, I can't do that. I wanted to I want to play this move or something like that, but that doesn't. I wanted to bring this in. That's what I want to do. Let me be very clear. I feel like I haven't been so far. Oh, what about this move? That's a move. That's definitely a move. 9 out of 9 experts agree that is a move. And I'm going to play this move because I'm not going to keep doing this for all day. All right, great. That was right. All right, so now I just have to figure out where to go, how to proceed. And probably this move, because that holds onto the pawn and goes after this. And then is he trapped? No, he's not. He's definitely not trapped. But so then what's the rub? Bob. I called him Bob. Okay, this oh, I get it. I want to play this move to go after the rook. Okay. I got it. So I'm playing this move. Oh, okay. And so now we take. Okay, great. And now my rating is within 1 of 2,300 again, which is where I started. Great. So I think I have a checkmate in 2 though. So 1, and then that's his only move other than blocking with the queen, which I don't think matters. And then I play that. Oh, then he plays that. I like had this in a game, I think. And then I have that move. I just remember, I think, checkmating him. Then if he goes, I mean, this is obviously right. Wait, there's one other idea that you just have to, no, because he's going to checkmate me on the next turn. He's going to checkmate me on the next turn, and I cannot allow a checkmate. Of course, I could take the queen, but why when you have a probable checkmate? And I have a probable checkmate. Very exciting. So this is going to be the logical follow-up. I just have to look at, I mean, this is the only move to play, or he's going to checkmate me. So, oh, great. What? What? Oh, there is another move that wins that. All right, don't go for checkmate when you have better. All right, I can get this one right. If I go there and he goes there, I go there. Well, no, he's going to go here. That's the problem. So, but wait, all right, I'm going to do the math. I go here, he goes there. Then I can go here, I guess. That's what I do. Then he goes there. I go there. It looks like I'm winning this game either way. I don't see how I lose it. Maybe I'm... but if I play that, then he takes. So I'm going to push the pawn. Great. Okay, so the question is, what do I do here? And when do I do it? And I think the answer is now. And this is the much more obvious move to be played. Or else, if I push... if I go here and he pushes, I go here, he pushes. Does it matter actually? Because let's do this again. I push, he takes, I queen. He goes there. And then can I stop him from queening? Well, yes, I can. However, I don't want him to queen on that square. I want him to queen on the other square. So if I take and he takes, yeah. Well, yeah, because otherwise he would push and then I'd come back. So for the reason that I will now explain, I take, because then he has to take back, and then when I push the pawn, he pushes, I queen, and he queens on a and then I check him, he goes there, and I can come all the way back down and defend to that square and defend the yeah, got it. All right, great. All right, and so I've gotten, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've gotten 8 wrong and 7 right, and I'm still within just one. Oh, this looks good for me. I think I could do this. I think I can do this. So I think I've actually had this puzzle before, which definitely helps. So I believe I want to take here, because if he takes that, he can take that, which is annoying. So I'll have to look at that. But I believe I take here. If he jumps there, great. I have checkmate. If he... So if I go there, and he would have to go here, and then I could just take this probably. And then does he have any way of stopping me from winning? He does have one move, but it would be that move, and I could then take back. So I think I'm good with this. I think we're good. Okay. Oh, great. It's a move I didn't look at. I'm so excited. Okay. So now he stops me from checkmating him, but only for a move, because I can simply take there. So I'm just making sure that there's nothing better than that. I don't think there's anything better than that, right? Because there's this move. That's the reason why I'm like hesitating. But it doesn't make any sense because he's giving up a free piece. Okay. And now, okay, now this is like more of a thing. So, ooh, do I have to take that? I take, he takes, oh, that's annoying. I actually didn't see that. Is there any way to avoid this? If I go here and he takes, and I go here, then he just goes right back. It doesn't do anything. So I have to take the queen? Do I really have to take it? There's nothing else. I don't have anything else. I guess I do have another move that I can play that I should at least look at. And the other move to be played is this. Then the knight can't take it. And if he takes with that, then I take back, keeping the pin, keeping the pawn there. I mean, yeah, because why am I giving this up for nothing? I don't want to do that. I don't know. This seems like it's an unnecessary addition to the puzzle. I'm going to play it and I'm going to be mad. I'm mad. Can someone explain to me how this is possible? How can this happen? No. What? Oh, I figured it out too late. It just took me an extra second. Now I do think I can do this puzzle, because if I go here, he's the zugzwanged out. He goes there, then I go here. And then if he pushes, I win. I'm just going to play this move. Okay, yeah, I was pretty sure that was the right move. All right, so now I obviously go here, but I'm just going to make sure. He can go there, then I go here. And then he could go, but then he could go back up there. This is obviously the right move, though. So why would I play anything else? Well, personally, I wouldn't. Okay, So now the question is, do I want to take or do I want to push? I want to push and then take this pawn. Because if I push for, wait, hold on. So right now, if I push and he goes down and then I take, then he takes. Which still might be winning, but if I take first and he goes down, well, that seems worse, doesn't it? I take, oh, because if I take and he goes down, no, I still don't have like a, I'm gonna check probably. That's wrong. Because now I can go there. Yeah, all right. No, I would have gotten it wrong there anyways. All right, I'm gonna do 3 puzzles incredibly fast. I just want to see what happens. Okay, so if I go there, I can't do that because of that. Okay, so do I have a forced checkmate? No, I think I'm going to stop playing and do the Stockfish thing. Because, yeah, this is not conducive to a good atmosphere for me. So I'm just going to call it. I'm just going to call it right here. I can't do this. I can't do this, man. I can't do this. All right, great. I will get my rating back up to 2300 and I will use that footage. Don't think it was all for naught. I'm going to use those clips as puzzles in a video that I edit that will be called Getting Puzzle Rating from 2200 to 2300. So if you just thought that I was sitting there, kind of like a Sisyphusian kind of thing, nope. That's not what's going on here. This is not all for naught. I'm playing Stockfish level 1. He should be quite easy. He doesn't usually do this, like play real moves. I'm a little bit surprised. Okay, now let's go here. I guess, let's go here, I guess. Okay, if you finally did something bad, I'll just take that. Okay. Okay, I'm going to beat him. Okay. And that's checkmate. Great. All right, I beat Stockfish level 1. Now we're going to go on to Stockfish level 2. I'm just going to play for a brief period of time, and then I'm going to finish my story. And some of those puzzles were good. So I'm going to... The ones I had thus far I didn't really like. This is an Alpine Sicilian that I wound up in. So I'm just going to play the usual moves of the Alpine Sicilian. Overprotect the pawn, or actually just protect it because he's threatening to take there. Okay, good. All right, he's threatening to do that. We don't like that, but I've seen worse. Let's go there. Okay, let's go here. Okay, now let's go here. Oh, he didn't take because he's threatening checkmate. He doesn't usually play this well. All right, let's see. Let's go here. Let's go there. Okay. Let's go there. Okay, and we won the queen. Great. That was a dope checkmate. Let's go on to Stockfish level 3. All right, so my fear has always been the same thing in this day and age, which is not being able to access the open internet. So if you have the opportunity to give me a thumbs up or a like or anything that convinces me that it's possible that humans are real, you know, forget about ancient aliens. I'm trying to believe in ancient humans, or not ancient. I'm trying to believe in modern humans. And that's actually a pretty reasonable thought to believe maybe they don't exist anymore. However, I want to win this game. Okay. I'm sure taking is fine. Okay. I'm sure this is fine. Okay. No. There we go. Okay. And now. And now we dance. That's checkmate. Great. All right. And on to Stockfish level Quattro 4. All right. Last night I couldn't beat Stockfish level 3 for some reason. Most humiliating stream of my life. And it's not even close. I'm just joking. Nobody's watching my streams, of course. But if I'm wrong, and if humans are real, I mean, I don't believe in dinosaurs either. So, no, I'm just joking. I do believe in dinosaurs. I don't believe, I'm not sure if people still exist or if they're a relic, an antiquity. I'll be finishing my 11th story today. I'm writing a book for me in the future, or anybody else who happens to not be watching. That's a joke. That was a funny joke, too. I like that one. That was a good one. Did I, the only thing that's important is that I liked it. All right. So let's go play this. No, I can't play that move. Let's play this. No, I can't play that move. Why do I keep playing that move? All right. Let's play this move. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. Let's still play that move. Okay. And now let's play this move. Yes. Yes. All right. And now I'm just looking for something. Let's play that. And let's suggest that we trade queens in a way that betrays our true intention, which is love. Ooh, he blundered. All right. Okay, so now my queens are pairing up with each other. I just had to give myself some more time. Okay, I lost the game because I couldn't move the mouse. I actually could move the mouse, but that was a me problem, not an it problem. So I'd want to finish this off in the style of Sun Tzu, which clearly states, Sun Tzu clearly stated that I can't see the pieces. This one's not my fault. Can I castle? Did I castle? I can't see. Okay, let's play here. I can't see anything. So this is definitely not a me problem. What's happening in the game? I have no idea. I can't see anything. I'll just play this because I can play that. I honestly can't see. I have no idea where the pieces are. I don't know where the pieces are. Everything's on this thing, right? Okay. I'm just trying to stop him from checkmating me. I lost the game because I can't see. That's very clever of him. He beat me. All right, I want to play one more game. I couldn't see the whole game. That was ridiculous. Like, it's not possible to do that. So if it happens again, there's no way that I can play. I had no idea where the pieces were. All I could see was a blur that was like the first 7 moves or something like that. It was really, really unpleasant. Oh, look at that. Oh, I thought we were going to have a peaceful draw, but it wasn't to be. Ba ba da ba bow 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 ba dum bow 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 ba ba da ba ba dum. All right, we should be good. That's fine. I don't care. This should be enough to win. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna just get my king into the game. And that defends that, which is nice. Okay, now let's go up here. All right, now let's go here. Bro. Okay. Let's try to... Oh, wow. Okay, I'm playing one last game because that was infuriating. I'm playing Stockfish level 4. Stockfish has gotten harder over the course of the last, like, couple months. Like, noticeably harder. So I guess that's because it's like one of those AI things that learns as it exists. or something like that. Something like that. I'm sure I said it very well. Oh, I lost the game. All right, I'll play one more. Out of just for my fan, which is me. Okay, now I'm playing this advanced French thing. I never really played in a while. I've been doing just the puzzle thing. Because I think I could get my puzzle rating at least to 2,500, but I don't know. Again, if you're human, leave a message at the beep tone, at the tone. What's the tone? Is it a tone or a beep? I don't think it matters. I really don't think it matters. So now I have to play that move. Okay. Now I'll play that move. And we'll play that move. It's interesting. Okay, now let's play that move. Okay, let's trade queens. I like it. You don't really ever beat Stockfish on checkmates. I want to take that one. That was a really good move by him. Okay, I tried to get him to do that, and he did it. Okay. Okay. Oh, bro. All right. I'm going to break my... This is going against everything I believe in to play one more time. But I feel like I owe it to myself to win. I demand to win. And also, the thing about Stockfish is that a lot of the time that you win, it's because it it eventually makes a mistake. So I'm going for that whole idea. Is there a better thing I have? No, but I don't have to do that. I can just do this. All right. Now he's going there, and now I'm threatening this. Okay. So I do have that. I'll take that. Now let's go here. Now we're doing pretty well. Okay. Oh, I thought he blundered. It was not to be. Man. Okay. This is not easy. I know it's shocking to hear that. Yeah. Oh, I blundered. I should have beaten him. All right. I'm done. I'll be back at 12 midnight approximately.